Hello, my name is Nora Elise Johnson and this is Let There Be Wine. So with my blog I've decided to actually stop procrastinating and tell you about the amazing trip that I had going from May to June, which now that it's almost, hey, September, it's probably good that I finally got on that. The first stop is going to be Ireland. Dublin specifically, going into Limerick and Bunratty. So let me just start it off by saying Ireland is where it all begins. It's where it all begins for me, and it's where it all ends every time I go on a trip. I love Ireland. I love it. It's the most beautiful place. The people are amazing. The food is so good. Don't listen to what people say. The food is very good. And alcohol is plentiful. So, starting on my trip this year, I had a great time. I got to meet with my friend Ellen. Ellen and I met working at Nomad together, and when she had to move back, we were all very sad. But, deciding on going on a month-long trip, I knew I had to stop in Ireland, I had to say hello, and I got to hang out with my very, very dear friend. So, arriving in Ireland, very easy. Dublin airport, fantastic, really easy to get around. Just all you have to do is take the bus. I think people make the mistake of getting into a taxi, which they make in New York as well. You don't do that. Don't take the bus. It's a terrible idea. It's unnecessary. You don't have to do it. So, you get on the bus, it's €6. You go all the way down to O'Connelly Street, get off, and you can get anywhere you need to go. I love that. I love that so much. So, starting in Ireland and starting in Dublin, what did I do with my friend? So, we actually met up near the hostel we were staying at for Courts, which is right by a methadone clinic. So, you know, if you want to walk on the opposite side of the street, do it. But I will also say, we had no problems. It was easy. It's easy peasy. And to be quite honest, it was like €10 a night, so best way to travel, hostels. Stay in them. They're safe. They're not like the movie. I've been doing it for years, so I can definitely say hostels are the way to go. So after we dropped all of our stuff off at the hostel, which by the way, Four Courts, nicest people on the planet, so helpful, we decided to drink. The true Irish woman that she is needed a drink straight off the bat. Now, I will admit to being a terrible, terrible Irish girl because I don't drink beer. I don't do it. I don't like it. So what I end up doing is buying wine everywhere I go, and doing that means you get a very specific kind of alcohol. One might say similar to Yellowtail. But so you either suck it up or you finally decide at the very end, which I did on my trip, which is to just drink a fucking Guinness. And they're delicious. I love a Guinness because it's not like beer. It's better. It's better than beer. So, thank you, Ireland. So what we actually decided to do, we were going to go out, we were going to have a nice dinner. We were gonna just sort of explore a little, just because she hadn't been in Dublin for a while, and she's originally from Limerick, and so doing that we went to the Poorhouse. The Poorhouse is a tapas restaurant. They tend to stick mainly with just port, being their sort of namesake on there, but they have amazing, amazing small plates. The food was really good. I can definitely recommend it. Not crazy expensive. I think we paid maybe, you know, €25 each, and then like an extra €10 when we decided to end the meal with a port flight because we are classy girls. Night on the town, why not? And I will say, it was wonderful. Had the best time, and funniest thing of all were the toilets downstairs. They made it look like you were sitting on a S&M throne. You got your own little red leather throne, just piled up like you were the king or queen of your own seat. It was nice. Like the queen I am, I enjoyed it. But I also just recommend it. It was really great. The Port House, I'll put the link down on there for you. It's so great. Check it out if you're in town, if you like tapas. Surprisingly, they kind of do that a lot all around Dublin, but the Port House has been my favorite in the past couple of years that I've gone. We decided also, being former Nomad employees, to check out a cocktail joint called the VCC. That is the Vintage Cocktail Club. They are a speakeasy of sorts, but what they sort of really do well is old school cocktails, ranging from the mid-15th century all the way up till current day, which is really awesome. They kind of do it like the Dead Rabbit does in New York City. They have punches, they have small bites, but it's their cocktails, which are so great. They have things called like absinthe-minded, which obviously are absinthe-based. It's 2 stories. You can barely find it because even though they give you the number of the building is not on the door. So fun times, have fun exploring that. You'll eventually find it when it says a VCC in very small letters right on the door. But the woman who was managing was so awesome, so nice. It's normally just 23 and up. If it's a lighter evening, as long as you're not a rowdy crowd, so don't go when you're wasted, i.e. don't go when most of Ireland is up, about, and drinking. Mainly the tourists, because that area is out of control. So what I will say is that was an awesome experience. It did bring me back to the new scene that they're creating over there in Dublin. They're just trying to make it, I think, more accessible for younger people. They're also trying to make it super hip. And with VCC, they definitely did that. Had a great time, really loved it. And I honestly, I really am actually missing some absinthe cocktails right now from them. So yeah, we ended up just going up, walking about town, just enjoying like a night in Dublin, because you know you don't need to spend that much time there, but it's a great place to fly in, relax for the evening, go out, have a few drinks, have some good food, and then just kind of be done. Which kind of what we did. We just ended up walking towards like the Liffey River and just passing right on by to our hostel, and said hi to a few methadone clinic guys, just waiting around for it to open up in like 8 hours, and then just like kind of popped into bed. Yeah, it was a great time. I definitely recommend it. Again, Dublin, super accessible, really easy, really great, so much awesome stuff happening. Really wish that more people would understand that. But it's also really affordable and can be done right. You don't have to spend crazy amounts of money, you don't have to stay in hotels, and you don't have to stay in the crazier towns, or areas, I'm sorry, that that Ireland has. You can find, you know, cheaper, quieter, easier places, and it's not hard to get around there. The park is beautiful. And again, the people are really nice, so whatever you need, they're there to help you. So I definitely recommend, check out Dublin, get in there, have a good time. Cheers to one of my favorite cities.